guys, TopTierYugioh here, and today we have a Spiral deck profile. So if you're ready for this new format, this is going to be exactly what you need to start off with. We have one of the best decks I think we could have came up with, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we're going to start with the monsters. It's a 47 card deck, so be wary of that. It's really consistent though, so don't worry about the number of cards in the deck, just worry about what's in the deck. So we're starting with 3 super agents. He's your main guy, he's your boy. 3 quick fixes. He's important for all the loops. 3 drones. 2 last resort. Last resort is usually what you equip the sleeper because it makes your sleeper unable to be targeted or destroyed by card effects, so it's really good. But it's also good if you think your opponent might have any sort of disruption. You can equip this to like your quick fix or your drone so your opponent can't destroy it, and then you can machine dupe whichever one you're doing. So it's really good for that as well. So it's good going second or going first. And some people play 1, but I really like 2 because now that we got number 41, it's important that you have enough rank 4s that you can search off a quick fix so that you can summon both of them and make rank 4s. And there's 1 master plan and 1 sleeper. So that's it for the Spiral monsters. Both of these are just perfect at 1. Master plan's a hard one to return and it's like hard to summon. And sleeper, when you summon sleeper you win, so you don't need 2. For the other monsters, we play 1 Destrudo, because Destrudo fixes a lot of your really bad hands or your average hands and it just makes them a lot better. At worst, it's an extra link material, or it helps you summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, which clears set rotation lock, and it also helps you just search your field spells, which are other combo cards. And then for the hand traps, we play 3 Ash, 1 Max C, and 1 DD Crow. So the best hand traps in my opinion for the format are Droll, then Ash, then I think probably I guess Ghost Ogre, and then of course Max C's at the top. But the reason we're playing Ash instead of Droll the main is because Ash is the most versatile one, and so it's really good when you're going first, it's good when you're going second sometimes, it's good against all matchups, whereas Droll isn't quite as flexible despite it being very good in mirror match. And so we thought that Ash was just the perfect one to play because it just helps you in all situations. We didn't want to play both because we didn't want to end up playing 8 hand traps because you have to play these, and we didn't want to play like 3 Drolls and 3 Ash, or 2 and 2 because then you're just not seeing it enough. So we felt it was best just to play 3 Ash and decide 3 Drolls. And that's it for the monsters. For the spells we have 3 Resort. It searches your guys, it starts all your plays, really important combo piece, so that's why we play 3 more Resorts. And then actually we like Resort so much that we want to play 3 more Resorts. So we have 9 Resorts in the deck, so it makes it very, very consistent because it's not once per turn. So opening 2 of these is actually your full combo because you just search Drone and Super Agent, and then you go out from there. Then we also play 1 Dragon Ravine to go with the set rotation, but also for Destrudo. And again, it helps you resolve this properly, and it's another combo piece, or it's more of an extender really. And then 1 Oracle of Zephyra, because this allows you to lock your opponent out of using their field spell zones. So it's really good in the mirror match, and it's also really good against True Draco. So it's important to play something that your opponent can't just activate, because if they're locked under this, then they can't use any of these themselves. And so if you're playing a mirror match, it's probably like 10 different cards in their deck that they can't play because you played one of yours. So it's very powerful. So these are pretty much your starter cards, except for this. These are your starter cards. Next, for the extenders, we have 3 machine dupes, standard, 3 double summons, and 2 foolish burial goods. So all of these, when combined with any of these, equal, or except Ravine. Ravine doesn't work with all of those, but any of these plus any of these is your full combo. So there are 8 cards here and 9 cards here, so that makes your deck very, very consistent. Now there are also some other extenders that can help you get there, but it isn't quite as easy, and those include 1 for 1 and Foolish. But both of these plus any of these also gets you to your combo, and so it's sort of like you have like 10 or 11 of these, sorry, I can't count, 9 of these, 10 of these, any 2 of them get you there. So the deck is really, really consistent because you're playing so many copies of the cards that you need. So it really helps to play this many. I see a lot of people and they're only playing like 3 machine dupe but none of these. But if you're only playing 3 extenders, you're just not going to be able to do your play enough. You're only going to see this 34% of the time, and that's not enough. So by playing 8 or even more of them, you're able to see your combos in most of your games, which is the goal. And as for the other spell cards, 2 big reds, 1 assault. You need both of those just because you're playing a spiral deck. and the final 2 spells are 2 Twin Twisters. So this is important for going second. You want to clear your opponent's utility wire if you're playing the mirror. You also want to be able to clear yourself out of set rotation. So if your opponent gives you an Oracle or a whatever that Black Luster one is, you don't want to just lose because you can't activate it so you can't play other field spells. You have to be able to clear your own field spell zone. And so Destrudo or Foolish Burial to send Destrudo is one way, but Twin Twisters is another way because like you literally just lose if you can't play field spells. Like it's so hard to win at that point. So you have to be able to do that, and it also answers utility wire. So that's very, very good. And the only traps we play are 1 Rescue and 1 Utility Wire. Both of these are required for the combo. Rescue helps you special summon back your guys from the graveyard, but a lot of people forget about the on-field effect. And so if you just play this on field, it's really good because you're getting back your cards to your hand, and then when you use Firewall, you can just special summon them on your opponent's turn to get Master Plan effect, to get Super Agent effect, to get any other effect that you need. It's very good for that. And then a lot of times people plan to disrupt your plays when you have like Sleeper and you use Sleeper targeting itself. People will just chain like Twin Twisters or Cosmic Cyclone on the last resort, so Sleeper destroys itself, and then you get your whole board destroyed. But if you have this face up on the field, you can use Sleeper targeting this, and then your opponent can't really stop that. Like your Sleeper effect will resolve then, there's nothing they can do to stop it, and you won't get your whole board cleared. This is just another form of disruption, and it's also really good because it's like, you can use it on anything, so you can use it on your opponent's field spells if you want to stop that. You can use it on like True Draco spell and traps to keep them from tribute summoning. It's just very, very versatile. It doesn't have a cost. It's one of the best trap cards, really. It's really underrated. For the extra deck, we have 2 Double Helices. I really think this is enough because ideally you only summon 1. Like, and that first one just gets you there, but sometimes the second one comes up in certain hands. But if you shouldn't need a third one because like the first one like should get you there. The second one comes up in your bad hands, but it's a hard one to return. So it's not like you get 1 negated and you summon another one and then the third one comes up. Like there's just no situation where you run through 2 of these and then need to summon a third and then you're actually able to use the effect. So I really felt that 2 is the perfect number.
It's probably looks really nice in Ultra.
It looks really cool. Next we have Ib and Proxy Dragon for the Link 2s. Both of these, or one of these is necessary for the combo, but it's nice to have versatility within your extra deck. They both serve different purposes. Like Proxy is good for protecting from battle, but Ib is better for protecting from board wipes and other card effects. For the Link 3s, we play 1 Gaia Saber, 1 Ningirisu, and 1 Decode Talker. Decode comes up a lot, and it's really good in the True Draco matchup for stopping targeting effects, but also in the mirror match because a lot of times you can stop like a Sleeper effect or a Utility Wire. It's just really versatile, and getting the attack boost comes up a lot because it's your only way to out a lot of certain cards. Ningirisu is very good because it again helps you out your opponent's boards. It's really good going second, and Gaia comes up when making your links.
Ningirisu also outs the set rotation lock.
Yeah, exactly. You can use Ningirisu to destroy or send the field spell on your side of the grave to your side of the field to the grave, and then one of your opponent's cards to the grave. So that's pretty important. And then for the Link 4s, we have 1 Borreload and 2 Firewalls. And so the theory on Firewall is very similar to the Double Helices in that you summon 1 or 2 in your combos, but the third doesn't come up because at that point you shouldn't need a third one, or you probably won the game. And if you could make a third one and the effect's actually live, it's usually just better to make Borreload. Like Borreload is insanely good, it's hard to get over, and yeah, most decks just can't deal with that. It's sort of like Construct, but kinda better. Sort of.
Yeah, Borreload is one of the new secrets from the set too. He can't be targeted and decreases attack, for those who don't know.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Borreload does, it can be targeted by monster effects. So you can't target it with Utility Wire, that's actually important, but you can be targeted by monsters. It's 3000 attack, and it has a quick effect. So once per turn you can target a monster on either player's side of the field, it loses 500 attack and defense. And the third effect is when it battles, at the start of the damage step, you take control of your opponent's monster until the end phase. So it's very cool because you can take your opponent's monsters and link with it. And so if you can't deal with like a sleeper, you can attack the sleeper, take control of it, and then link with it. So that's really important.
Wait,
as for the
I thought it was to the end of the battle phase. How are you linking with it?
It's till the end phase.
Oh, wow. I thought I heard you say till the end of the battle phase, and I was really confused how you were linking with it. That makes sense.
End phase. It's really good. As for the other extra deck cards, we play 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon for the Destrudo. That's the only synchro we play. Like you could play Black Rose or Moonlight Rose or other level 7 synchros, but space is just so tight. Like this is already, I don't feel like counting, but that's a lot of cards. And so there's not space for much more. For the Xyz monsters, we play one Dullahan, one Princess Sprite, and then one, what's this card called? Whatever. It's a common out of Circuit Break. It searches DD Crow, and that's all you really need to know. So these two are really important for the combo because they both plus you, and so you're gaining more and more card advantage, so you can discard them for like the quick fix loops, or also just in general, just to like plus and like beat your opponent's own card advantage. This is good for attacking with your opponent's monsters. But you just need 3 for the combo. And so you could either play 3 different ones, or you could play 2 different Dullahans, and when Dullahan's into the grave, you loop the other one back. And so it's either 3 different ones or 2 Dullahan. And then the only other rank 4 we play is 1 Abyss Dweller. And we were really torn on this. Like, it was either Abyss Dweller or the number 41, the Baguska Elephant Tired.
What was it called again?
It's number 41, whatever the rest is called. It's like the elephant dude. He's like got like a pillow, he's sleeping. He's like drinking in the OCG, but it's either this or that guy. And we weren't sure which to really play, but we didn't have him yet, so we're playing Dweller. But both are really good because this stops all the quick fix stuff in the mirror match. It's good versus True Draco. It's good in a lot of rogue matchups as well. But number 41 is also really, really good because it negates monster effects, and it's like a continuous effect. It doesn't trigger, so there's no way to really play around it. It's like skill drain and level limit area B, like in 1 card. So that's actually really ridiculous. So you can either play this or that. There's not really as much space. Another option would be to not play these and play 2 Dullahan and then the other rank 4, because both do come up. Or you could probably cut maybe one of the link 3s and play the other rank 4 too. So that's really a tough choice, and I'll actually put a poll in the top right corner of the screen. Let me know which one you guys would like to play, because we had a really tough time deciding which of these cards to play because they're all so good. They're all just very good and they all come up a lot. So let me know which ones you would like to play.
I was actually going to say, in my opinion, I was thinking about cutting Princess Sprout, because I feel like every time you summon it towards the end of the combo, you're either revealing a Terraforming, which is useless because you're going to loop through all your, the resorts?
Yeah, resort.
And then like, if you accidentally reveal the Oracle and you have Salutation that you're hoping to use on your opponent's turn, then it's the worst feeling. Or it's a monster and it does nothing. Whereas if you play just, you just play something else instead. What did you say, 2 Dullahan?
Yeah, because Dullahan, when it's sent to the graveyard, you bounce the other Ghost Trick back to your extra deck. So if you play 2, you make the first one, then we make the second one, it sends the first one back. You summon it again, it sends the second one back. So you just keep looping those instead of having to make 3 different ones.
Yeah, I mean, the space, honestly, like, you would really want to play like 20 cards, but you just use the ones you use the most. Ancient Fairy, of course, wouldn't be played without the Destrudo combo. You could probably get away with cutting either Gaia or maybe Borreload if it's like out of your price range. So,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's new.
Yeah, and then of course Proxy or Ib could be like one or the other. It really depends on what you're trying to play and what your local scene is like.
Yeah, you have a lot of different options. I guess the only real things that you need are, of course, at least 2 Double Helixes, 1 of these Decode, 2 Firewalls, either one of these, probably not both. I would say this because it points down.
I don't know, man. Set rotation's pretty good.
Nah, you're right. Set rotation's good, but we're on a budget. If you're not playing Destrudo, you don't need this. And so I guess at worst, you could play 2 of these. So let's just flip this face down to be that. And then these are the only things you would actually need for your combo. Everything else is sort of up to you. It's just whatever you want to play after that. But let's go ahead and move on to the side deck. Alright, but for the side deck, we have 3 Droll Lot. Like I said, it's probably the best hand trap of the format. You're stopping True Draco, you're stopping Spyrals. You gotta play it somewhere. It's gotta be written somewhere in your list. 3 Cherries for hitting Double Helix or Buster. 3 Zaphion in case people want to play Paleo or any of those other decks. Like, I think a really common thing right now is like, I hate Spyral, so I'm gonna play anti-meta. Or I hate meta, I hate tier 0 formats, let's play Chain Burn, let's play Trick Stars, let's play Paleo. Any of those decks, Zaphion's great against.
Zaphion's not so good against Trick Stars.
Yeah, that was kind of...
They're probably killing you in your draw phase.
That's true. That was a stretch, but Zaphion's good. The third Twin Twisters for all those trap decks. Board wipes, because we don't have Tri-Gate Wizard yet in the TCG, and so your combos are really actually... They're hurt a lot by board wipes. Like, if you board wipe you, then you just lose everything except whatever Ib's protecting. So you're stuck with 2 monsters. One's probably a Firewall Dragon, and the other's probably like something that doesn't matter. And so it's really hard for Ib to protect both your firewalls, so you're losing at least 2 of your disruptions and then you're left with a Sleeper in most cases, if you summon the Sleeper. So it's really good for breaking your opponent's boards, and it's also good in like rogue matchups too. And the final thing we decide is 3 Barrier, because Pendulum is still a deck. And so this is going to be really good against Pendulum if people decide to play that. Again, it's also good against Rogue, it's good against ABC, and I just realized we're not playing a Buster Dragon for cherries. So, scratch one of these cards for a Buster Dragon.
Nah, ABC sucks. Don't worry about it.
ABC is good, dude. No one will notice. Put 16. But yeah, this should probably be in there somewhere. If you don't think ABC's a worthwhile deck, then of course you don't have to, but I think ABC is still going to be a very solid deck along with Pendulums, True Draco. I mean, if you have space, side it. If not, you're playing Spyrals, you'll beat them anyways. Like actually, yeah, you'll destroy them anyways. Yeah, you don't need this. But yeah, that's been the deck. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments section below. If you have any suggestions, again, comment them down below if you enjoyed this. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It'll give us good luck at YCS Dallas, where I won't be playing, but he is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think after Dallas and some more testing, we're gonna do a video about the different extenders his deck can play, like Double Summon, Machine Dupe, Foolish Barrel Goods. There's a lot of debate going on about that.
yeah, absolutely. And so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when those videos are uploaded, because they are coming.
TopTierYugioh signing out.